In this video, I will show you how to install LocalWP on your Mac. LocalWP is a free tool that you can download from the LocalWP website. Simply navigate your browser to localwp.com. I've left a link inside the description. And then from here, you can click on any other download buttons. They all do the same. And just choose what platform you're gonna use. I'm gonna be doing this on my Mac. But I've done it on Windows and it works just the same. Now after you choose it, you gotta put in your details right here. Everything is free, but you do gotta sign up. That's the only caveat to use in this. But there are no costs for anything. So I'm gonna put in my details. After that you'll be able to download. So now I got my app installed right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and launch it and get it set up. Then from here just follow the setup wizard, like you would do with any new app. Now from here, they're giving you an option to create an account. Now you don't have to do this. I personally have though. And that is because our other features to this local host that I found was very helpful to have an account for. But for now just leave it as it is. You don't need an account or anything. So you go ahead and either put on reporting or not. I'm just gonna click on no. Thanks for right now. And now we are ready to create our first site. So from here I'm just gonna click on create a new site. Now there are other options, like we got this option for a blueprint, or to upload an existing zip. I'm gonna keep this very simple. This is for just getting started. After you've started using this, then you can feel free to test out and learn more about this tool. But I'm just gonna show what is needed to get started. So from right here, I'm gonna leave on create a new site. Click on get started. I'm gonna call this new site. Call yours whatever you like. Again, there's more options. But right now everything is good to go just as it is. When select on continue, gonna leave it on preferred. Now custom is a bit more advanced, and again, once you start building websites, and if you already are an experienced web developer, you would use this option right here. But for most of us and most of you out there, preferred is good enough to get started. So let's go on continue, and then from here, you're gonna put in your login credential. So put in your username, your password, and then your WordPress email. And once you got your login details set up, go ahead and click on Add Site. And now a new WordPress website is being loaded and set up. And now our website is good to go. So right here, you can click on Open Site and see just the site. But to log in the back end, let's click on WP Admin. Use our login details, and there we go. Our WordPress website is now ready to get started. We can start building it. You can add in elements or your Hello theme and build out your website. This is the most simplest and straightforward way to get started. On a local host I've tried quite a few of them, and none of them I found as a new be a beginner to web development was as easy and straightforward to use. Now, going back over to our local host settings over here, there's quite a bit that we could do in here. But I just want to show the basics to get started. Now the first thing is, I always like to turn on my one-click admin. I like to turn this on. You select your admin right here, and what this does is, well, it allows you to just log in automatically without having to put in your login details. I found this is very helpful when I'm testing new sites. I'm playing around and creating a bunch of different installs cause we got the site here. But I could start adding a lot more sites. And usually this gets built up pretty quickly. I'll have a bunch of websites in here. The next one will be the PHP version. I do like to test out my websites with the latest PHP. Now just note that if you're using, say, older plugins, older themes that really haven't been updated through time, you might have to use an older version. Sometimes something might break on a website, and this is something that I usually do. Test to see if it could run off the latest PHP version. Again, this is a bit more advanced right here. Another thing though, that is very helpful is to go here to the site folder. And you could go right here to the app, to the public, and you can see all your WordPress files. So you know sometimes you gotta use FTP to get into our WordPress files. Say we gotta do some debugging, something happens, well, we could just access it right here in our website. Quite easily. I find that very helpful. Alright, there's just one more thing I want to show you. I feel this is really helpful when you are getting started. And this is gonna be the add-ons. There is one add-on I would always enable. And that is going to be the notes. And I like to install this add-on. Because look at once I start building a lot of websites. I'm sometimes just building them to test or have fun. Trying out a theme or a plugin. Maybe testing an update well. This starts to build up, and by adding notes to each one of these installs, will help to organize them. So there's a lot more you know. You got this connect, we got the blueprint. You got a lot more add-ons over here. Also, you do have this live link here, where you could turn on and create a link for your site temporarily. I found it to be a bit finicky. Like, it works sometimes. I don't really use it that often. It could help out, but really, what this is really useful for is just creating brand new WordPress websites really quickly. Like, here's another website. I could just go ahead and add in my login details. And just like that, we got a new website set up super fast and easy. Took less than a minute to get this going. And if you want to see more videos in the future, like this one, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.